Okay, let's go home with some emails, you guys.
I mean,
first,
no, nailed it.
What'd you mean?
Out of the park.
That was your keychain. I think is.
I'm lost. I don't know. He hasn't got it.
I don't know.
Bring it home, Brad.
The emails.
Bombcast@shinebomb.com is the email address. Andrew Kratz from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Using those compressors.
Into this microphone, making some noise.
Just watching all the lights light up. It's great.
I like the sound of my voice.
Whoa.
Red lights, red lights, red lights. We got a hot sale on red lights.
Everybody sounds vaguely southern all of a sudden.
Let's party, y'all.
Come on down. Pop a cat. Rochester Hills, Michigan. Dear Bomb Squad, you're in a fight to the death with you're in a fight to the death with another man equal to your size. You're offered either an aluminum baseball bat or a 6-inch non-serrated knife. Knowing the other weapon you don't choose goes to your opponent. Which would you choose? My friend Anthony says the knife, but I think he's wrong. Thoughts? Brad Shoemaker.
I'm sorry.
Weapon of choice.
I'm sorry, 6-inch serrated knife.
Or an aluminum baseball. No, 6-inch non-serrated knife.
Non-serrated.
Or an aluminum baseball.
Aluminum baseball. And the bat's got the range.
Yeah.
Like,
you can knock that knife away.
How do they get close to, unless they are very skilled at knife fighting?
No, man. It's because if you had the knife, you just fucking rush him. And you're going to get hit once with the bat, but you're going to bury that knife in that dude, and he's not going to get a second swing.
We're going to assume the knife is like super sharp,
bat.
right? Knife. Let's say the knife is extremely sharp.
The knife is extremely sharp.
Yeah, I'd go with the knife.
And you're running at him Streets of Rage style, just knife out, fucking hustling. There's like, even if he hits you with the bat, it's not going to knock you away. You have momentum. You're going to go into him.
Swing for the arm.
But the swing on the bat though, you got to put so much power behind it to do damage that if you miss,
I mean, either of these are kind of like one shot. Like if you fuck up on the knife or you fuck up on the bat, you're kind of done.
But if the knife is sharp enough, all you got to do is get in close, and you dude's going to
get cut off. You can just knock the guy over.
One shot is going to getting fucking stabbed is going to stagger a guy enough to where you can keep stabbing him.
Or
you'll get hit in the you'll take a fucking shoulder shot with the bat or something.
So.
I'm gonna go with Brad. I am pro bat in this case.
I'm gonna go with the knife, and it's because I think the bat is a ranged weapon, but the knife is an in close weapon. So once you get in close, that bat's useless. But that knife is if you close the distance really quickly.
I think you guys are way too confident in your ability to put that knife in a sensitive area.
I could throw the knife.
If you want to test me, I'll go outside.
It doesn't have to be a sensitive area. It just has to be an area.
I don't think so.
That would be enough.
I have read too many accounts of people getting stabbed and in some crazy high duress, like adrenaline pumping moment, like after the fact, saying like I didn't even realize I had been stabbed until later. Like, if your life is on the line, you can shrug that shit off long enough.
But the amount of times that I have cut myself to the point of freaking myself out cooking, and the amount of times I've hurt myself playing baseball, I'm going to go with a knife.
Yeah, you cook a lot more than you play baseball.
And that's the thing. I think
you don't know
it's if you take you could take one good, as long as it's not to your head. You could take one good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is either
anywhere on your body.
Either of these
still
scenarios.
Stab a guy.
If I miss with the baseball bat, and if I don't hit you in the right spot with the baseball bat, I'm done. If you're coming at me with a knife and I do connect, you're done.
You're fucked.
Like either one, it's. But in that moment, I think it's a pretty fucking slim margin of error. I would just feel more confident in myself with the bat.
I think I'd
feel more confident having that range.
You have to put less kinetic energy behind the knife than you do the bat. So like you have to.
Dude, if I'm in a fucking kill or be killed situation, I am using all of my adrenaline and all of my kinetic energy for any movement I'm doing.
So like if you're real subtle with the knife,
and it doesn't matter after that first fucking swing or stab.
We should test this.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
If only there was a website for testing technology.
We can go get like
knife stabbing technology.
How much money do you have on you? We go find some dudes out in the street.
I got like $60 on it.
All right, $30. 10 of it goes towards a baseball bat.
I mean, I've got an aluminum T-ball bat, but that's a lot shorter, so I wouldn't want to go with that. I would want the full size.
We got to find a really good 6-inch knife.
The shorter bat's better because it's easier.
Patrick,
for
you've not weighed in
close.
on this. What are your thoughts? You're the tiebreaker here.
No, I'm with the bat. I'm with the bat.
You're with the bat?
I'm with the bat.
Bats win.
I feel more confident in the swing.
The Batmen win, as always.
I have more experience with a bat. Way less experience with a knife.
That's a good point.
I know what I'm going to do with this bat. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with this knife.
I'm going to stab you.
It's a good point.
It's a sharp.
I don't like any. You know what? I don't like any weapon if you're the person that's coming at me, Vinny.
You just don't
I'm just
like
like,
it
I'm
at
like,
all?
fuck. I don't like my chances with either weapon in
I'm
this
with,
scenario.
I'm with Jeff. You take the shot to the rib, then close your arm around the bat, and then you're cutting
And
your
then you're in
up.
there
Who says
again
you're
and
going for the
again and
ribs?
again and again.
Oh, if you're not going from center shot,
Dude, that's
the body.
I'm going for the fucking
yeah.
head.
talk about
then you gotta
firearms.
miss.
That's high risk. Yeah.
Dude, I'm in a knife versus bat situation.
If you're
it is
swinging,
all
if
high
you're
risk.
swinging high like that,
Yeah.
it's just a bob
Yeah.
and weave game. It's weave out of the way of the bat, duck the bat, and then you're fucked.
You lose that momentum. You're ducking and weaving.
You're better off. You're better off aiming
stumbling.
for his leg.
No.
Yeah, if you can
Knock
break
him
if you
off
can break if
center.
you can break his kneecap,
Yeah,
he's not going to be able to come
He
after you
crumples,
anymore.
Yeah, the knife is useless.
I think if you use the bat and you go for the knee, which you can't bob and weave from, because
Yeah.
that is a more stationary object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take out one of those knees, fight's over.
And they're on the ground.
And then you could take his knife and stab him. Fuck you.
Good stuff to consider.
A
Like
block-
this next email
Yeah, that's
from
a tough
Oscar
one.
in London. Hey guys, just a quick question. If you were required to remove your nose from your face and place on any different body part, where would you move it to? It can't be anywhere above the neck. This is the new law.
What? Does it still function?
Hey guys, just a quick
Yeah.
question. If you were required to move your nose off of your face and place it on a different body part, where would you move it to? It can't be anywhere above your neck. This is the new law.
So, part of the law does it still function as a nose?
Yeah, it's still your nose.
So you still smell?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Well, don't put it there.
to the butt.
Yeah. I don't know. Upside down on my chest.
I get it like top of my hand.
My hand goes too many places. I don't want to smell.
That'd be
But think about
useful
that.
for smell and stuff,
God.
though.
I was thinking like if I wanted to like get in close to something to smell it, it's easy. I'm just
Every
be
time
like,
you wipe your ass, you're going to dip your nose in the toilet.
put it in the other hand.
Other hand. Two hands.
What
man.
happens if you got, break this one or,
I'm already right hand dominant, so I'll just put it on the left hand. I barely use that for anything already. 'Cause this arm might as well wither off.
How are you going to explain that at parties, though?
If that's the new law, then everyone would have it.
Yeah, then everyone's got fucking hand noses. Then Coke parties turn into this whole other thing.
God, I didn't think about that.
Yep. An important thing to consider. How are you going to behave at cocaine parties
Now
going
I'm on
forward?
board.
It's a lot more subtle. You can just lean on something. It's like, oh, my nose is over here
Just,
doing
I
God knows
put
what.
my hand in my pocket,
but then like
doing the pocket bumps.
What happens when you have a cold?
You wrap your hand in
Gross.
gauze. You wrap your hand in gauze. It's
so
not even on your
gross.
face
This would
anymore.
be way easier to deal
Dude,
with.
yeah.
So you gonna wear mittens? Does you have a cold? This is a soggy mitten.
This hot new market for hand noses.
So like if you hold your nose, you're just pinching your top of your hand.
Well, what's your answer? If you don't like top of the hand,
I don't know. I
if you've
give
got a
up.
better solution for
I've-
this dire new situation
I
we're
died
in.
fighting the guy with the bat, so I'm dead. I chose poorly. Now I'm dead.
Brad Shoemaker.
I don't like this question.
That's not the question. It's not a valid answer.
Put the nose on the end of the baseball bat.
Distract them.
Yeah, get a little more length. Nice.
Patrick Klepek, thoughts on
I can't think of a better option than the hand.
your new body nose?
I don't think there's a preferable spot on the body.
Because I start worrying about if I put it somewhere
Because at least
too
you have
obscure.
control. Because on your face, you always know what you're doing with your face. On your hand, you know what you're doing with your hand. I feel like there's way more risk involved.
You know what concerns
in other
me
areas
is,
of the body.
you know how it feels when you take a shot in the nose?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Where on your body could you put your nose?
See, now that's a better
where
question.
You don't have to worry about getting hit with something.
That's a better question.
Or
Is if
sitting on it?
if it still has that same sensitivity.
Oh.
If it's
What
still
happens
like
when you're holding hands?
I would just wear a Bill Lambier plastic guard over my nose to prevent that
On
from
your
happening.
hand nose?
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. Like your hand's going to be exposed. You're going to be a lot closer to a lot of things. You are going to be smelling a lot more stuff.
I think centered in my chest.
But then, like to smell stuff, that I feel like
How
that's
would you
way
chest
more
bump
awkward.
people?
Oh, rub noses with them.
All right. Gross.
You can smell your food without being so close and eating it. You just have your hand right
You're like,
there.
I'd
doesn't
get.
smell.
You know what I'd do? I'd go get plastic surgery and get it back on my face.
It's against the law.
That's the
Then
bad,
you'd
bad
look
spirit.
like a fucking
I'd
weirdo.
go to Brazil.
Imagine if you went and got plastic surgery to move it onto the top of your hand right now. Because that's
Yeah.
how you would look to everyone else.
Weirdo. Your face nose.
Don't judge me.
Creep.
I
A nice face nose. You
It's a deviated septum. I had to get it done for medical reasons. I couldn't breathe properly.
Would this disconnect to the snot canal that goes between your back of your throat and your nose?
Would you call
Does
getting
that get rewired?
Yeah.
Would you call getting your nose fixed a hand job?
All right, moving on.
I did it. I got off this topic.
All right, next email comes in from Daniel Campbell. This is a booger-related question.
Great. These are
racking
some
them up.
great emails this week.
If you have a booger stuck to your finger, do you find something to wipe it on, or do you simply roll it between your fingers and attempt to fling it every few seconds?
I wipe it back into my other hand nose. That's what do you want?
Just an honest question, that's all.
I don't really, do I fling it? If I just booger on my hand?
Yeah, if you booger on your hand, where's it go? You just try and flick it off? Do you wipe it on something?
Where am I? Am I by something to wipe it on?
No.
Then I flick it.
Okay, well, what would be something to wipe on? Like a dog?
That's a baby.
Yeah, a
small
baby.
child. Yeah.
Max nearby, can you wipe?
Oh, now he's got a booger on him. Look at that. That's so gross.
Get all this other stuff on him already.
No, if you're like, if you're by paper towel or tissue,
I think this question assumes you're not.
then of course you flick it. Because then what are you wiping it on?
Bottom of my shoe.
Can't you flick it to the bottom of your shoe?
I'm not that good a shot. I don't really have that much booger control when it comes to flicking.
Isn't that the same thing as flicking it on the floor, though? Just putting it on the bottom of your shoe?
Yeah.
You just get rid of the middleman.
Yeah. It's not visible as booger on the floor. Hey, whatever. My shoes have track on them. I could put it in like the deeper parts of the track.
The groove.
Yeah.
Right, just some old dog poo.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a lot of quality questions. Good emails come in.
Don't these guys realize this is a video game podcast?
No, I'm actually very.
Wouldn't have known that for the first 45 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a portion in the middle there.
I'm hand picking these emails, you guys, just so you know.
But don't bump.
Yep, nice one.
Yeah.
All right, this email comes from Zach, Apple Valley, Minnesota. I was listening to an old Bombcast, as I frequently do, and noticed that on the January 19th, 2010 Bombcast, someone posed the question, what video game character would you name your child after? After a few minutes of discussion, it was determined that Vinny should name his hypothetical son Rex. My question, did you subconsciously plant this idea in Vinny's head, or is his son's name spelled wrong every time I see it? Thanks, guys. Love everything you do. So, Vinny, do you remember this conversation at all?
I saw somebody had mentioned this to me a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Rex is a fucking great name.
It is a great name. Agreed.
So
you stand by it?
Who knows? We'll never know.
We had to name my cat when we took it to the vet because they like to have names in their files.
Wait, had you not named your cat before then?
No, not really.
It was just a cat?
Is this recent?
Doesn't fucking come when you call it. Like, what does it matter?
Well, by that logic, why have a fucking cat?
Yeah, well, I don't have a cat anymore. So there you go. And we named it Rex. There, right there. It is a cool name.
It is a great name.
Yeah, no, absolutely.